Hello, Buffy Chick. This is Rachel here. I do know about anorexia because in the early 80s, when I was married to my first husband, I became borderline anorexic. And I, believe it or not, I was quite tiny. I was about as tiny as you. I now am a healthy weight because I'm 4'11", and my weight, I think I'm just over 100. I think about between 7 and 9 stone. I live in the UK, so I'm not sure what that works out in American weight. But when I lived in America, and I was married to my first husband, I got down to, I think it was 81 pounds or 70. I was rather, as a matter of fact, it got so bad that I had to go into hospital because I was that ill from the anorexia. But the thing was, I didn't see that I was ill. I couldn't see it. To me, I thought I was alright. I thought I was healthy. The reality was I wasn't. And the reason I became anorexic without realizing it was because my first husband, he was one of these, he loved his women. You know, he was he had serial affairs. He was always involved with another woman. He wasn't the faithful type, and if I put up a fuss about it, then I end up getting the back end of his hand or whatever, you know. But then again, I got away from him, and you know, God has looked after me, and God didn't fail me then either. But the thing I'm trying to say is, like you, I wasn't too keen on eating. I hated food. I hated the sight of it. I hated the smell of it during that time. It just was too much trouble to eat. But what I decided to do, because I have certain foods that, regardless how much I hated food, there were certain foods that I enjoyed. I liked my sunflower seeds. I liked my prawns, shrimps to you. I liked, there was foods that I liked that, and what someone suggested to me was, well, instead of not eating anything, just eat a bit of what I like, and at first it was hard to eat because my stomach had shrunk down so small that when I ate, I was feeling sick with it. But over time, I just kept eating the things I liked. I ate healthily. I ate salads, and I ate, because I don't eat a lot of red meat. In fact, I don't hardly eat red meat. I eat beef jerky on the odd occasion because, I need it for the proteins because of my disability. I suffer spastic paraplegia. But anyway, I do eat a lot more fish and chicken. I don't really eat a lot of red meat. And I definitely don't eat pork. But the thing is, I found the foods I enjoyed, right? And I didn't put a big plate in front of me, or I didn't eat normally. Basically, I started out with even portions smaller than child-sized portions, and I gradually built up. And in the finish, I weighed up whether I wanted to die from starvation or live a healthy, God-given life, because, at the end of the day, the choice was mine. Now, the irony is, people say I'm overweight, which, I don't know. Well, the reason they say that is I'm big in the hips and the derriere, because being disabled, I can't shift it off my hips. But believe it or not, this is an 8 to 10, which is quite small, and I can wear that up top. It's just it's around my hips and my bum. But the thing is, I'm healthy. I'm a healthy weight, and I eat well, and I even make my own pasta. And that's another thing. Make make your own food up. Make something you enjoy. Do something from homemade. You know, make a recipe up from scratch, using fresh veg and your favorite meat. You know, source of protein. Or even if you don't like meat, you know, find a vegetarian recipe. And I tell you what, when you taste what you've eaten, what you've made, if you eat what you've made, you will have so much satisfaction in it and then you'll be able to enjoy it so much that you want to share it with other people. But the point being is, don't allow your anorexia is a condition. It's like, okay, my disability is a condition, but all conditions are manageable. And okay, there's a risk of me later on down the line, because anorexia, borderline, apparently stays in you somehow. It's like alcoholics, you know. It's like they, you know, it's a bit like what do you call it? Alcoholics, they have to avoid drink in case they fall off the wagon. Well, with anorexia, it's about the same. I just have to keep telling myself I've got to eat regular meals, but the size of the portions doesn't matter as long as I'm eating the right kind of foods and eating a healthy diet. It doesn't matter what portion I eat it in. And apparently we're supposed to have women are supposed to get 2,000 calories per day in their system. I don't exceed 2,000 calories in my diet, but I always make sure that whatever I eat, it gives me enough energy and enough nutrition to keep me going. And because I really don't want to look in the mirror and see a rag of bones, because that's all I almost came down to. Because, but like I said, I didn't even realize that I was ill. I didn't realize my husband's affairs, because at the time I had a child as well to think about. So I didn't realize. Basically, at the end of the day, I was neglecting myself to protect my child, and in the process, I was killing myself. But it was not something I intended to do. It just the circumstance. But see, I overcame it, and so can you. And God helped me through it, and I helped myself. So you can too. Just try eating a little bit of the things that you really like, because everyone's got a favorite food of some sort they enjoy. And try making your own stuff from homemade and seeing how good that tastes. I'll tell you what, I like making my homemade chicken noodle soup. I'll tell you what, that's better than the stuff you get out of the tin. So, matter of fact, despite my disability, I enjoy making my own pasta and that. And if you were here, I'd make you some homemade chicken soup. And I tell you what, you would enjoy it, because it's all natural ingredients, no chemicals. And when you start eating again, don't worry about getting overweight, because you won't. Like I said, people think I'm overweight now. If they see me when I was anorexic, they'd go the other way and say I was skin and bones. But it doesn't matter. I know I'm not overweight. I know I'm the right height, right weight for my structure. Plus, genetically, my family tend to be big. So it doesn't matter. The important thing is love yourself, because God loves you. And remember, your body is a temple, and it needs to be fed. It's a machine. It needs to be maintained. So do yourself a favor, and don't keep hurting yourself. You may not think you are, but you are. And if I can rise above anorexia, so can you. And like I said, I didn't even know I had the condition. It wasn't until